Hey, what's up?
Ready for book club?
I am obsessed.
This is the worst.
What do you mean?
What? No, idiot.
Welcome to book club. Welcome to book club.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome back to book club.
Welcome back to book club.
I think this is our first episode post book club's 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, it is. Happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday.
Happy
to
birthday,
us
book
and to book
club.
club. Happy birthday, book club.
Mochi
That's
says,
so cool.
Mochi says, tell everybody to listen to book club and also your cats.
Yeah. Go
Right.
Moti.
Right, Mochi.
She said also tell them to take over the world.
Yes. She says, and kill all boys.
If you're not
she
watching.
growled. She growled.
If you're not watching, Maddie was holding up her cat Mochi, who's the grumpiest
Yes.
girl in the grumpiest cat
She's
world.
the grumpiest girl in the grumpiest world, and we love her.
We love her.
Also, it's
today,
book club's birthday, but it's also nail day. So
Maddie's gonna be doing her nails.
this is called being productive with your time and multitasking.
Yes, exactly. Today we are gonna go over some of our I don't know if I'm gonna say favorite, but some BookTok takes that we may or may not agree with, and then also some canon book events, like things that happen in some of the most popular BookTok books that make me feel crazy, that I've been keeping a list of for a while. And there is still construction going on in my apartment. If you listen to last episode, not nearly as bad, but if it happens, it's fine. It's literally, there's nothing I can do about it. It's fine.
You could break down the wall and get a gun.
I could, but unfortunately, we're trying to sell our condo.
That
so
is also, unfortunately,
I don't want to break any walls up.
also a felony. So
Yeah. Nah, you're right. Also, I'm really trying to keep my mind on track today. The ADHD is going crazy, and I did put on the Too Faced lip injection lip gloss,
oh, is it burning?
and I think my face is on fire.
Yeah,
I think my lips might fall off.
they
be hurting.
scrumptious though.
Yeah, well, they be hurting. So I think,
Yeah.
oh my God, you know what I should do? It'd be so funny. Give Dylan
Oh my
God, why don't more girls do this? Put some on and then give Dylan a kiss.
I do that all the time to Brian. He gets so mad. Every time I put it on, I go.
That
and he
is
gives me a
so
kiss.
funny.
And then about 3 minutes later, he's like, "Motherfucker, did you have on your fucking lip gloss?" They hate it. They hate it so much. And I love
I've
doing
never done
things
that
that men
before.
hate.
That's
I love making them
genius.
miserable.
That's genius. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it today. I'll put myself through pain to also put him through pain.
Period.
Amazing. Okay.
Myriad.
Let's go. Let me just pull up my little list that I have, and we'll just start at the top. Let's see. Okay. This is my list of canon book events. So, I will have to flip. The first one is from A Court of Silver Flames. So, the last or most recent in the ACOTAR series. If you haven't read that, this is a little bit of a spoiler. Not really. I don't really know. Kind of a spoiler. Skip past it if you don't want to know. I have seen this everywhere, and I think they might be right. I have on my list Cassian not saying I love you to Nesta one time throughout the whole book.
Yeah,
Never
I don't
says that he
like that
loves
at
her.
all. I don't remember Silver Flames that well.
Yeah,
But
like
I
we
feel
would
like
I'd
that's
have
correct.
to really reread it, but I feel like it is. I feel like he's in when we get his like inner monologue, like we know that spoiler, she's his mate. But we also hear over and over again that you don't have to be in love to be mates. You can just be mated, and mating bonds can be wrong.
Can I tell you something that I saw about
Yeah.
a specific thing in the ACOTAR universe, which also made me fucking lose my mind. It was about Tamlin and Amarantha and them actually being mates. And Tamlin just rejected the mating bond. And obviously, who the fuck wants to be bonded to Amarantha's bitch ass?
Yeah, literally.
So he rejected the mating bond. She went fucking crazy, which is why the whole Under the Mountain thing even happened.
Oh my God.
And that's why Tamlin went so fucking crazy after she died. Was because his mate died.
But
I don't know. I
But
just
if
saw it
he
on
never
TikTok and I was like, what
accepted-
the fuck?
yeah. But if he never accepted the mating bond, I don't know.
What
Does
if he
it-
accepted
does
it and then
well,
rejected it? Can that happen?
I don't know.
Can you accept
Sarah,
the mating bond
let
and
us
then say
know.
never mind?
Sarah, we need to know.
I feel like she will let us know
Why?
with Cass.
We need to know why Amarantha was so insanely obsessed with
Tamlin. Yeah.
Specifically Tamlin. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
because guys, Tarkin? Why would you not be obsessed with him?
Helion?
Girl. Apparently it's Hellion.
Oh.
I don't know if that's
whatever.
I don't know if that's canon. I don't know if that's like confirmed.
Well, some people also say Ianthe, so they can
that's
fuck right
fucking
off.
true.
All right?
I need to look at the pronunciation
Ianthe?
guide for ACOTAR because I really feel like
No, but if Ianthe is actually pronounced Ianthe,
over my that is a hill I am going to die on. I'm not
that is
saying
a trailer park
Ianthe.
trash name. Ianthe. Crazy.
Yeah. It is giving
Crazy.
freshly rolled up out of the trailer park. The metal spoon has burns on the bottom of it, if you know what I mean.
No, so real. Okay. So
Anyways.
that's the first one. With Cassian not saying I love you, especially with Nesta, whether you like Nesta or not.
Which if you don't, you're wrong.
Redemption arc, her healing arc, had a lot to do with feeling like love was conditional from your parents, specifically your mother.
Yeah.
She had major mommy issues. And for Cassian to not be able to say I love you to her, and I've seen people argue that they're like, oh, well, it's because it's so much more, like he crawled to her. It's so much more than saying I love you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but
you
Reese
can still
does
say it.
Reese does all of when it's like it gives the same vibe as when people are like, oh, I don't need you to say sorry, I need you to act different.
No.
I need both, bitch.
Yeah.
You'd better do why are we settling for one or the other? I need you to do both.
Right.
So like he's showing that he loves her, right? He needs to say it too.
Yeah, he does need to say it.
Especially for somebody like Nesta who can really twist people's intentions in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's so mentally unwell that it's very easy for somebody to do something for her and her to think this is why they're doing that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she would have seen that Feyre loved her.
That she was doing
way
everything.
before.
Right. That she was doing everything.
But she was like,
Out of
no,
love.
Feyre she pities me. She just wants to control me.
Yeah.
No, she loves you.
Yeah.
And so the fact that Cassian also did not just say I love you, even before Nesta knew they were mates. Like, obviously I know in the end of Silver Flames they get married. I forget that sometimes when I'm like, oh, I want her to be with Eris. With Eris.
Homegirl's married.
Yeah, Homegirl's married to him. So that's kind of crazy.
Is divorce a thing in Prithian?
I don't know, especially when it's a Sarah J. Maas book. I really do think that Cassian and Nesta are supposed to be endgame. But I just will never get over the chapter of Eris and Nesta dancing at the ball. I will never get over that.
Too much chemistry.
There was too much chemistry.
There's
I can't
too
handle
much
it.
tension.
But yeah, that kind of makes me feel crazy. I feel like maybe it was just like I don't know if it was intentional, if it's going to get explained, if it was just like a small thing.
Yeah.
And now also I feel like we need to know more about Amarantha and why she was so obsessed with Tamlin. I hope that gets answered.
Yeah.
Because surely in the next ACOTAR books or whenever they're released, like surely there will be some rounding out of Tamlin's character, because he was starting to get better, not as like a person, but like for Feyre or anything, but like just him on his own. Like he started to like kind of maybe work on himself a little bit. It started to seem like he was going that way in the end. So I'm interested to see how his arc is going to get rounded off.
A lot of people think that him and Elaine are mates.
A lot of people want to say anything other than Elaine and Lucien.
Yeah, no, that's fucking true. That is
They
fucking
like
true.
Why? I think Elaine and Lucien would be great together.
I do too.
I
do too. I agree.
I
I just want to see that man
honestly,
happy. I just want to see him
bro,
happy.
I know. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not super attached to Elaine yet. I don't think we're supposed to be. She hasn't had a lot of character development. But I think Lucien kind of deserves better. But I could eat my words whenever we get Ellucian. That'd be amazing. That ship name, Ellucian. If we get Elaine's point of view and, you know, some Elaine's story maybe a little bit, I would just love for it to be him, because I think they would be really good together. I think she could really, it's giving air sign and fire sign. Like Elaine is giving major Aquarius vibes, where she's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but I'm just gonna live in my head. And I want to be in the garden. I need to be outside. I need all of you motherfuckers to give me space. It's giving very Aquarius. And air signs go really well with fire signs. I feel like their spice scenes could go crazy. And I just can't get on board with her being with Azriel.
That's wrong.
I'll never be on that train. Did y'all not read the fucking bonus chapter of Azriel and Gwen?
Okay, there are bonus chapters in my head happening every day of Azriel and me. So I cannot get behind Azriel being with anyone. Period. Unless it's me. I don't want it.
No, that's really fair.
I love him.
And I love that for you.
Like the way that you love. I don't know. I'm trying to think of someone that you love.
Dorian.
Yeah.
But in my head though, I'm Manon.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not me. I am Manon.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm not Gwen or Elaine.
And also Rhys. I fuck heavy with Rhys. But Rhys and Dorian give off very similar energy.
You know what? Who I'm also like that with? Kai motherfucking
Azer. He could take turns.
With whom?
You!
Oh!
Me and you!
I thought you said he could take turns. And I was like, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. You know, just like, I don't care. I can share. I don't to this day, I don't know what Lauren Roberts put into that character.
Peyton
I don't know what
Gray,
she did.
The woman that you are.
The luckiest FMC to ever
exist. Ever exist.
I mean, I know it's young adult, but in my mind, it's R-rated,
they're 20.
Baby.
They're like 21.
Don't tell me that. No.
That's like old enough. It's better than fucking...
Oh, yeah, I know it's old enough, but to me, I'm like, oh, you're young.
Yeah, no, I am.
I want them to be fucking.
I also want them to be fucking 25.
Yeah.
I want them to be 25 years old, at least.
In my brain, they are.
Like Aelin being 17 or 18 when the Throne of Glass starts. Makes sense.
Well, with hers, honestly, with Throne of Glass, that was kind of the first one that I'm like, because after reading Assassin's Blade, her being so young,
No, it makes
honestly,
sense.
I think makes it even more impactful.
Yeah.
That I'm like, the way that she was manipulated, because she was a child.
But when she's with Rowan, she's 26.
When she's with Rowan, she's a grown-ass woman. She's Fae now.
She's Fae.
She's immortal. That is much different.
Rowan has to put ice water over his head. Whitethorn.
That's
the energy
so
I need.
funny.
That's the energy that
Yes.
I need men to bring to the table.
I agree.
That's the energy.
I agree.
I don't need any man to bring any energy to any kind of table. I
Yeah.
need men to get the fuck away from me, unless they're my husband, or Kai Azar,
Or Kai Azar.
No,
Like, I just...
that's it. But like,
I need
men.
Lauren Roberts to drop like even if it's just like a little bonus chapter or something. Please, Lauren, I'm begging you. I know that the Powerless series is young adult. Drop an adult bonus chapter. I need it. I know you started writing this when you were young, but you're in your 20s now, girl. Give the people what they want. And what they want is Kai Azar's penis.
yeah.
That is what they want.
I love Kai.
They want them to be fucking.
I love Kai Azar. What's the What's the next thing on your canon event?
The next thing. The scene where... Oh, this is a good one. This is a good canon event that made me crazy. In Iron Flame, this is a little Iron Flame scene. When they go into the basement of the archives.
Yes.
And they're with Auric, the prince. And he pulls Violet only through the ward and Xaden can't get in. Oh! It's on and popping in that chapter. It's on and popping in that chapter.
Also, there's one part where Auric, or in my mind, Eric, goes, keep your fucking boyfriend away from me.
You know what vibe Auric gives?
Yeah. What?
He gives, what's his face from The Deal? What's his name? Garrett?
The main character?
Yeah.
Yeah. Garrett.
Yeah. His energy is the same energy
You're
as Auric.
so fucking
if
right.
If Garrett Graham was in fantasy, he would be Auric.
Yeah. You're so correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are very similar.
Yeah. And the next one. Oh.
Which tracks because Garrett Graham
is sexy hot.
Garrett Graham is chef's kiss.
And we will talk about The Deal when we do our March. Our next episode will be our March wrap up.
We'll be talking about the goddamn deal.
We'll be talking about the deal.
We will be talking about the deal.
Okay, this actually goes back to ACOTAR that I have on here. It's another Tamlin thing. Tamlin, at the end of ACOTAR, has, right, he has a stone heart, which is why Feyre can stab him in the chest and he doesn't die, breaks curse, right? When the curse is broken, his heart is no longer stone. He has a regular beating heart now. This could also go along with Amarantha being his mate.
Yeah.
But her giving him a stone heart, that's diva shit. Like she was crashing out bad when she did that. And I saw somebody say that one of the reasons that Tamlin also kind of emotionally shut down, he was not there for Feyre at all. He wasn't even himself really. He just kind of like flipped shit. And started acting crazy, is because he now has, and we know that like your emotions come from your brain, not directly from your heart, but in the sense of this is a fantasy book, what they're like, oh, he hasn't had real feelings the whole time because he's had a stone heart, and now he has a real heart, and it's like overwhelming to be like a full, not human because they're fae, but like
have like a...
He has nothing keeping him, like, even, like, now if he were to get stabbed in the heart, he would die. Like, it's like real heart now, real emotions, and he's overwhelmed with them and like being back in that form of his body without this like magical spell suppressing his powers, suppressing parts of him. Now they're all there and he's like losing his shit.
Huh.
I saw that. Okay, so I just want to put out there that for the next one, I understand why in the writing style, whatever. But it still drives me crazy that Aelin and Nesta at the ends, Aelin at the end of her series, spoiler for Kingdom of Ash and the Throne of Glass series, and spoiler for Silver Flames, them losing 99% of their powers in order to save whatever conflict they're facing makes me crazy. Because why? Why did they...
It pisses me off so bad.
Why did Aelin have to lose all her fucking powers? And, like, okay, actually, that's not true. I can kind of understand...
I understand Aelin more than I understand Nesta.
Yeah, I understand Aelin's more than I understand Nesta, but I was still disappointed because I really wanted to witness Aelin going full ham on Maeve.
Crazy.
Like, I don't think that Maeve or Arabin got the kind of torture they deserved. I do think that they could have maybe drawn that out a little bit more. But Nesta specifically at the end of Silver Flames, like losing all of her powers, like she was one of the most powerful fucking Fae, and now she's only got a little bit. Are you fucking kidding me?
Makes me so mad.
Because sometimes I think of, this is another thing that makes me crazy in a good way. When Nesta is coming out of the pond after finding the mask.
The Kelpie.
And she is like death herself. And Asriel and Cassian, they kneel. When they kneel? I'm like, you're telling me she lost that?
Yeah.
You're telling me she lost that? You're fucked. That's like diabolical. Why?
No, it's rude.
Give
behavior.
it back. Okay, if we can make it through in the entirety, again, another ACOTAR spoiler, if we can make it through the entirety of A Court of Wings and Ruin without a singular main character dying, if you can bring fuck ass Amren back, you can give Nesta her power back. Because are you fucked? Yeah. That's terrible.
No, Amren should have stayed dead. Hot take.
Is another one I had on the list. Amren should have stayed dead. She should have stayed dead. That's ridiculous.
I don't really fuck with Amren.
No, especially in Silver Flames. Amren, from everyone's point of view, Amren is
fucking
a dick.
Sucks.
Like, I feel bad for that little summer court boy that she's got, because he quite literally needs the shirt that says, "Don't bully me, I'll come."
No, literally.
Because only thing Amren ever does is bully.
Yeah, she just picks on fucking everyone. Amren's a bitch.
She's a bitch.
And like not in a good way.
Yeah.
Like
she's not in a
Nesta's a bitch way. No, she's not even funny. She's just like an insufferable cunt.
And she's like, I hate the Fae. I'm not Fae. Well, you are now, you little asshole.
The delivery of that was iconic. I really enjoyed that.
Okay, and then the last one I had on the list was and this is not a book event. This is kind of transitioning into TikTok, BookTok things, like BookTok trends, BookTok takes that piss me clean off. Every fan art of a female main character having a full beat and influencer face. And if you don't know, influencer face is like, I'm talking veneers, cheek filler, lip filler, fake eyelashes, like
2016 Anastasia Beverly Hill eyebrows.
Yeah, literally, like, listen, I have nothing against getting work done on your face. I think they're beautiful. Obviously, I have no issue with plastic surgery, getting work done at all. But I'm sorry, in these fantasy books, and whenever you're fan casting, for specifically fan casting a fantasy TV show or movie, they don't have a fucking full beat. They don't have lip injections. Like, you're crazy
Quite
if you think
frankly,
that is what regular women look like. It's not natural. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's not. If we're talking
it's not.
fantasy world, like, I think people forget what like a natural woman looks like. All these men out here that are like, I love when women are naturally beautiful. Right. So you think that the woman on the cover of that magazine is natural? You think there's no Botox? Do you think there's no filler? You're
Right.
crazy.
No editing on the actual picture itself.
Yeah, no photo editing. Like, come on. And it's like,
Also, when people, I'm a fucking hating ass bitch, and I'll be the first to say that. And I love all women, and I hate most men. But it does grind my gears slightly whenever I see a fan cast for any book, any kind of book, and it's just like a regular influencer who's like, okay, guys, get ready with me for the day. I have a massage, a hair appointment, and a nail appointment. Super booked today. And it's like that influencer. And they're like, this is my fan cast for blank character. Shut your fucking mouth. Don't fucking, you're not serious. You cannot be serious.
no,
You cannot be serious. What?
I just really
And I'm all for people venturing into new realms and doing, if an influencer wants to be an actor, hell yeah, fucking do it.
I saw a thing, and it was, oh my God, it was in one of Brittany Broski's comments, and it was because she released her cover of Adore You today. And I saw somebody comment, everybody wants to be an influencer, and influencers want to be anything else. Not that, and I think it's hilarious. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. A lot of people seek that route of success in the entertainment industry. They're like, okay, become an influencer first, and then once you have your following, once you have more money, then venture into X, Y, and Z.
Whatever else.
Your personal passions, the creative outlets that fuel you. Fully supportive of that. Great, whatever, awesome. Especially Brittany Broski. I'm like, all right, if we're gonna give any other influencer more money, like, I love that bitch. I think she's hilarious.
I love her.
I love her, and I'm just like, that's so real though. Like, everybody ends up venturing. Nobody wants to just do. I mean, maybe not nobody, but most influencers that don't just want to do get readies with me. Like, they're normally a person who's a creative person in general, probably was in some type of creative thing in school, and then they venture into that. Whatever. Like, that's kind of the pipeline that happens nowadays. But when it comes to like fan art and drawing these women, like, I still think it's really important to acknowledge that influencers and people on the internet are not they're not your everyday. They're not like, I know that like filler and whatever is super common now, but there's also so many women and so many people all over the world that still have like natural looking faces, and that is still beautiful and desirable, and it's so like overly saturated that it's like people forget that is what women look like. Like, before I had lip filler, before I had a fucking boob job, like, that's a natural looking fucking girl, and it was still good. But people are like, they like don't remember that like you can make fan art of most people. I feel like when they are especially drawn fan art is my favorite, when people are like not using AI to do it, and it's like a hand drawn like actual art, like real fan art. They draw, I'm like, okay, yes, that is a real looking girl. Like, if Aylin was real, she doesn't have Botox and balayage.
No, she's 18.
Yeah, when
She's
she
a
was
child.
people drawing her, like people like fan art casting or whatever of her in like
With her boobies up at her fucking neckline. So she hasn't even finished fully developing.
right. So in Assassin's Blade, she's 16.
Yeah.
Did y'all
like, she's a
forget? Did people
child.
forget what a 16-year-old girl looks like?
Yes, because we have like in Hollywood a lot of the time when a 16-year-old girl, it's being played by a 25-year-old woman.
Yeah,
They're
that's
adding
crazy.
a whole decade on. It is crazy. It's wild.
It's so wild. And then same thing too, like I see fan art of like Feyre from book 1 and I'm like, right, do y'all not like remember when they
She was
said
also
that
just human.
remember when they said that she was just a starving human girl? Y'all remember that?
I feel like it's so crazy because just like generically speaking, we're so accepting of different male body types. Like the dad bod was literally, still is, like
Fully acceptable.
glorified. Like
Well,
there was
and
a
here's
whole
the
trend.
thing is like there are people there. I've met a bunch of I've met a gazillion women like this that are like, oh, we love like obviously when a man is jacked, they're like, I love a jacked man. He looks great. Sees a dad bod, oh, he looks great. And like that's awesome, but it doesn't go both ways because
no,
if
it doesn't
you,
go
I'll
both
never.
ways at all.
Anytime I see something that's like, oh, a chart of like asking women at different ages what men they find
These make me
attractive,
sick.
asking men
make me
at different
sick.
ages what women they find attractive, it's like the women, they're 30 years old. They find 30 years old and up attractive. Not to say they don't find the occasional 20-something, 28-year-old man attractive, but normally the more
The
women
older a
age,
woman
the
gets,
older the
the-
men that she's attracted to. Men 40 years old attracted to the same woman they were attracted to at 18.
At 20, yeah. It is always.
Because like
always
a 50-year-old man
18 to 21
would still rather have a 25-year-old girl.
Yep.
That's and it doesn't go both ways. I've never met a 50-year-old woman that wanted to spend any amount of time with a 25-year-old man.
Yeah. I mean, there
Because
are cougars, but it's not.
I mean,
like,
yeah, there are cougars. I'm talking like specifically in my life, like the women that I know that are like
oh yeah,
grown ass, like they grown ass women, like in my personal experience, every woman I've ever met that's like, yeah, if they're older, like especially like women I've met in their 30s, they're like, yeah, ideally, man, 45 with a fucking 401k.
right.
Men in their 40s, they want a girl who can't rent a car.
They want jailbait.
Like, that's crazy. And we're just like, right, so.
They're like that scene in Finding Nemo where they're like, shark bait, hoo ha ha. That's them with jailbait.
Yeah.
Men above 35, when they see a 17-year-old, unstoppable. They're unstoppable.
They've got the timer going. They're just waiting. Light the birthday candle.
Age is just a number.
Right, okay. Tell that to your balding hairline.
Disgusting.
Drives me crazy.
Your
But I just
wrinkly
think
ass
that, like,
fucking balls, get out.
when it's like, okay, like the amount of times that I've seen this podcast always ends up being things that we
I don't
hate
know
about
how we end
society.
up
I
here.
don't know. But like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, okay, maybe let's see some, I don't know.
It's okay.
Like if Farrah is supposed to be like emaciated, like starving, she doesn't have a full beat. Like she doesn't have all her makeup done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember ever reading a chapter that I read. There's a lot of description in ACOTAR. We get her full bathroom schedule constantly. And I don't recall ever hearing Farrah sat down and put on a full beat. I remember
Sat there
reading
for an hour and a half doing her makeup.
I remember reading, oh, I put kohl onto my eyes. She has some eyeliner on. Cool. Maybe some rouge. Because this is a fantasy world. Maybe in Crescent City, I haven't read it yet, but maybe they got Glocks. Like maybe in Crescent City they have full beat. Okay, do whatever you want with that fan art. But if I see one more person
In my head,
if
Bryce
I see one more
Quinlan-
person saying that Nesta came out of the cauldron with a full beat, girl.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. In my head, Bryce looks exactly like Brianna, the girl that we
Yes.
follow.
Oh my
on-
god.
She
I
always
don't- she always does like little
she always
cosplays
does,
of
like,
her.
Bryce.
Yes, and also I
she
know
looks
Bryce is
so good.
Bryce is supposed to be redhead, right?
Yes, Bryce is
Okay.
redhead. No, she
Brianna, if
kills
you see
it
this,
every
in my
single
mind,
time.
you're Bryce. When I read Crescent City,
Yeah.
that's who I'll be picturing, girl. That's who I'm picturing.
That is who I picture. She kills it every
If y'all
time. She
haven't,
fucking
if y'all don't know who we're
eats.
talking about, what's her?
her at is Bookish Bree, and Bree is
Bookish
BRY.
Bree is BRY, yeah. And I mean, I'm sure you've seen her. She's everywhere. She posts a gazillion TikToks a day.
And she's fucking iconic.
And she's hilarious.
We love her.
But yeah, no, in my mind, that is exactly what she looks like. So, like, yes, Bryce can have a full beat. They're in modern times. Feyre does not. Aelin does not. I'm sorry. Like, every time I see...
Like, there needs to be, I feel like, you know, obviously some makeup, obviously to accentuate features to make the cosplay better. But, like, I just think it's... Or when they're like, in the, like, doing balls and shit, like when Nesta was dancing with Eris.
Yeah.
I imagine
sure put
hair
yes,
and makeup spin
makeup for sure. But like whenever they're battling, when she's in like fucking like when Aelin is like trudging through the like the swamps in what is that one? Empire of Storms.
I don't know how this ended up down there.
Whenever she's like when they're like army crawling through the swamp, she doesn't have a full beat. The girl looks disgusting.
The girl
people just like can't fathom like women ever looking gross. Which like fair. I think women always look amazing. But like they're like, "Oh, Feyre digging like battling the Minigard worm. She's covered in shit. She has covered herself
she's
in
covered
worm shit.
in feces."
And they're like, "I bet she's got falsies on." Okay. I want to see, moral of the story is, I want to see more fan art from real people, real artists drawing. I think AI can be great. I think ChatGPT is great. Most of the time, sometimes, I don't know, depending on how you use it. But at the end of the day, I think art should be art made by people. And when there are real artists out there drawing and painting what characters that all of us are trying to imagine in our heads, I think that's superior. I want to see more of that. So
no, I agree 100%.
because I'm tired of these AI fucking this is Aelin. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Incorrect.
This is Nesta coming out of the pond. Her hair is in a blowout. No, actually, she just got dragged into the lake by a river demon. You ever gotten out of the lake with a full blowout? Freak. You don't look like that. Look in the mirror.
No.
Okay?
No.
Even if you have influencer face, jump into a swamp and stand up. Tell me what you look like.
No, literally. Also, like, I love a girl with influencer face. This is not us hating on influencer.
No,
face.
for
You
sure.
guys
I
are
think they're
hot
hot.
as fuck.
But I think if we're talking like fantasy world, like I also want to see some like regular looking girls sometimes.
And you know what I also want to quit seeing? What's his face? You know who I'm talking about. Jason Momoa and that one guy. He plays
Henry
I think he
Cavill.
plays Superman. Henry Cavill. Quit fucking casting. Quit. If I see a fucking fan cast and it's like Henry Cavill is all of the male main No. Henry Cavill is not. I've never imagined him as even one singular character that I've ever read about. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? He's like 78. He's like 45. But he might as well be fucking 78. Quit fucking fan casting him for shit.
I think Jason Momoa is hot, but he's not Cassian. He's too fucking old to be Cassian. I'm sorry, especially when I'm like, I have actually seen that, like, a lot of things casting right now, especially for book to TV adaptation, it does seem like they're looking for new actors, newer people, not just like a bunch of celebrities to have a stacked cast all the time. Because I really feel like we need that. We need some new fucking actors.
Yes, I agree.
Like, if I am totally for casting like any kind of people, but I'm like, right, so we have all agreed, Sarah J Maas, I'm pretty sure, has confirmed, or maybe that was Becky Yaros confirming for Xaden. These characters are not white. They're not white men.
Bro,
go to wherever you feel like you need to go. Cast whoever you feel like you need to cast. There are young actors. They exist, okay? I'm telling you, they're not listening to this podcast, but if anyone does down the grapevine, they exist. Go find them. I'm sure they would love to be in your show or your movie. And I'm sure they are the appropriate age.
There are so many actors and aspiring actors and actresses who are men of color.
Yeah.
We don't need another white man in Hollywood. In fact, I think they should be barred. They should not be allowed let in. They should not be casted. Discrimination the other way.
Except for...
You know what all the Trumpies are scared of? What they keep talking about? How they're like, this is discrimination against white people. Yeah, actually, let's implement it. And I'm aware that would include me.
Except for Aaron Taylor Johnson. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Except for Aaron Taylor Johnson. Because
that's the only explanation you need. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm trying to think of any other, like... And Harry Styles. Nobody better cross my baby.
Where is the baby?
Where is the baby? And why is he not in the studio?
Why is he not in the studio? And if he's in the studio, why is he not releasing anything?
I need him on stage in a sparkly pink fucking vest, stomping.
Somebody call Benson Boone, okay? Wherever he was sent from, but they were like, hey, distract them so that Harry Styles has time. No more time. Your time's run out, babe.
No more time. Your time's up, babe. We all caught on. Get the fuck back in the studio.
We need it. All right, it's about to be summertime. What are we gonna do without you?
What am I gonna do? Listen to Daydream for the third summer in a row? Daydreaming, sorry.
I mean, I will. If he's not there, I will.
I'm going to, but
I don't want to.
Maybe even the fourth summer in a row. I don't know. It's been a lot of summers where I'm listening to Harry's House.
Yeah.
And that's all I have.
Yeah.
Harry, let me out of the house. Give me another house.
Let me out of Harry's house. Okay.
I've been stuck in Harry's house for years.
Give me Harry's backyard. Give me Harry's guest house.
Fuck anything.
Give me this grocery store that Harry goes to. Okay, stop running
Give me
marathons
Harry's car.
and let me in.
Literally.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I have any more hot takes. Oh, okay, the last one was people making it seem, it could just be me that sees this. I don't know if it's everybody that feels this way, but I feel this way when it seems like the norm on TikTok and BookTube is to read 1 million books a month. Don't you people actually, I'm not even gonna ask that question. No, they don't have other jobs. Like I still have a job on the internet and I still can't read that many books a month.
Yeah.
Like how do you
I've done one hand.
Beautiful. Actually, those are so cute. They look like Barbie.
They're pink brown.
But like don't you ever have to like stop and like go do your laundry or eat dinner or maybe take care of your pets or
also
touch
how many
grass
fucking,
or something?
I would love to know how many words you're averaging per minute, like reading.
Yes, how quickly are you reading? How is this how are you doing this? I don't understand.
Do you do other things? Like do you have other hobbies?
Like I'm genuinely asking like how are you reading 12 books a month?
Yeah, like, is it a me problem? Am I stupid? Do I not?
Because I'm like, I can maybe, on a good month, I can get 4, maybe 5. If I'm hustling, I can get 5. I think we did 5 in
we've
October.
done 6 before.
Okay. Then never mind.
I think
If
we
I'm
did
hustling, I
6
can
in
do 6.
January.
I don't know if
but
I read as
also-
much as you in January.
But also it was January and I was like trying to not kill myself.
Yeah.
So, because January is always bad.
It's the worst month. Yeah, I don't know how people are doing that. Like on an average month, they're doubling what I can do when I'm hustling.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't
I don't
get
know.
it.
Somebody answer that. That drives me crazy a little bit. That's all I got today. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, book club. This is really
Happy
fun.
birthday, book club.
I love that we get to, we talk all day long anyway, but I love that we get to talk about books designated for this hour. And we did talk about books for the most part.
Yeah, we really did. Everybody, let's take a fucking...
Huh?
I choked. Let's take a moment and just sit with the fact that we really did talk about books for the most part today.
Yeah, and you know what? We did
go
talk about
on
books last time too, but it got a little unhinged at the end. So everybody relax.
Sometimes we have to really just shit on men.
At the end of the day, yes, Book Club is a podcast about books, for books, but at the end of the day, we are for the girls. Okay?
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is 2 girls yapping, and this is for girls. So we just, at the end of every episode...
If you are a boy who listens to this, we also love you. Thank you for listening.
And you're a good one. And we know you're a good one
one
because you're listening to this podcast and not offended about it.
Yeah.
But we
But
do have
mostly it's
to
for the
end
girls.
Yeah, we have to end every episode with letting the boys who do get offended
No,
to get
that
the
it's
fuck
not
up
for
and
them.
out of here.
Yeah, it's not for you anyway.
Not bar you. We don't fucking like you.
Not everything
Loser
has to be
ass
for you.
bitches.
All right. And I'm also going to say this one more time in case you didn't get the picture. If you have influencer face, we think you're beautiful. If you get work done, we think you're beautiful. We
We've
think
both had
all
work
women
done.
are beautiful. We just have opinions on fan art and AI generated shit.
And we also think you're better than your boyfriend, and your boyfriend's a lame ass loser. So,
Period. Women rule
and
the
that's
world.
that.
And that's
Women are great, and we love them.
that. Okay.
And I will
thanks for-
always spread that propaganda. Women are better than men.
Okay. Thanks for coming to Book Club, everybody. Happy birthday, Book Club. Happy 1 year.
Happy birthday, book club! Woo!
Yay! I can't wait for this podcast to blow up and then people try to cancel us. Whatever. I'll die on that hill. Women are great. See you next week.
Women are awesome.
Or the week
See you
after.
next week.
At some point.
Oh,
I'll see you
2
again.
weeks.
One day.
See you in 14 days.